Christ. Proverbs 18:24. There is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Jesus is that friend who sticks closer than a brother. He's with you, number one, always. No other friend can be with you always. He said, I will never leave you, nor forsake you, even to the end of the age. No one can be with you everywhere you go, save Jesus. And number two, He's with you eternally. Across the river, you find Him waiting for you, saying, well done, good and faithful servant. Enter ye into the joy of the Lord. This is the only friend who sticks closer than a brother. John 15:13, greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Jesus laid down His life that we may live. He died that we may live. And He also lives that we may live. And because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Jesus said in John 15:15, I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends. For everything that I learned from my Father, I have made known to you. Friends don't hide each other what they are going through. Literally speaking, technically speaking, if it's your covenant friend, there are no secrets between the two of you. Even when you mess, you tell them, I messed up. I messed up. Because you need where you can vent in a safe space, where you are never judged or condemned, where you are restored and loved for who you are, not for your accomplishments. So Jesus loved us despite our weaknesses and faults. The Bible says, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. His love for us is unconditional. It does not depend on our righteousness. It does not depend on what we do for Him. It's what He did for us. Now, how then do we become friends of Christ? That's the question this morning. He has already declared His interest to be our friend. How do we seal this friendship? He has done His part. What is your part? Jesus answered this question. If you want to be His friend, John 15:14. You are my friends if you do what I command you. 630 commandments given by Moses. Then the 10 commandments. Then Jesus summarized them into 2, then to 1. Let me mention the 2 and the 1. He summarized them into 2. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. Your time, your resources, your energy. And number 2, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And then Jesus finished His ministry by saying, this is my commandment, that you love one another. Because by doing that, you love God. He summarized the entire Bible into one commandment. You know, we love many good things like praying and worship and giving and preaching and reaching to the prisoners and the sick. All these are great things. The truth is, everybody deserves your love, even though not everybody deserves your time. Everybody deserves your love, irrespective of their social standing. It is your responsibility as a Christian to love everyone despite their social status. Simply because they are humanity, and simply because it is the Lord's commands. Your resources can reach where your time can't reach. How many right now, don't raise your head, since the war began in Ukraine, you have made a contribution to the families in Ukraine? It is so funny that there are so many people in church today who still think it is the work of Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg to send donations to Ukraine. Most of the donations come from ordinary people like you who know that $20 can make a difference. Because your resources and your money can reach where your time cannot reach. I challenge you, if you're a member of Family Church, do not come to church on Sunday before you said something to Ukraine. Don't come back. Said even if it's $20. Don't come back before you said even if it's $20 or $30 to Ukraine. Don't be a spectator of what is happening around you. You know, we keep imagining someone else should do it. There's a hungry family. There are people out there, and this is the Lord's command. You may think this is the pastor commanding you. This is the Lord's command. Never go to church and refuse to hear the voice of God. This is the Lord's commandment, that we love each other. And love is not just spoken. Love is action. If you're a single girl listening to me and a man comes to tell you I love you, that's the first thing they say anyway. They don't even know you. They have never met you. Tell them, prove it. I need your words to match your actions. Because love is not just spoken. Love is also action. It's also what you do. That's the Lord's command. We discussed 8 types of friendships. Number 1, childhood, historical past friends. Number 2, convenience friends whom you need to make your life easier. 3, comrades, people you're in the same circles. Number 4, colleagues at work, colleagues in business. Number 5, companions, people you love their company, your close friends, your besties. Number 6, your confidants, people you confide in, people you're vulnerable to. Number 7, covenant friend. Notice number 6 and 7 is singular, because this is very rare to have even a second person who is a covenant friend. For me, my covenant friend is my Mercy. Wherever she goes, I will go. If she lives here for Hawaii, that's the end of my pastoral duties in Georgia. So Mercy, just know it before this church. Your God shall be my God. Your people shall be my people. And wherever you go, there shall I go. Who is your covenant friend? And number 8, Christ, the friend who sticks closer than a brother. All other friends can forsake you. Sometimes even covenant friends can forsake you. But Jesus will never leave you nor forsake you even to the end of the age. My part in short, friends are the family you choose. You didn't choose your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, but you choose a new family, your friends.